guys, tomorrow there is the big game of match day 20. Is it 22? 21, 22, I think 22. I think 21, match day 21. And it's going to be between the club of Arsenal hosting the club of Liverpool at the Emirates Stadium that capacity 60,704 people in there. The club of Arsenal is obviously on top of the Premier League table, as you're obviously going to be knowing, and they're going to be playing after Man City has gone ahead to play, meaning that after City playing today, Arsenal will be getting into action tomorrow. That means they will be feeling the pressure, as City will be like 3 points if at all they win behind the club of Arsenal. But it won't be like how it was last time if at all City had gone ahead to play and obviously get top onto the table. I think it was twice that City played and went on top of the table, and obviously Arsenal had to come up and really fight and really put out a very huge shift. City are playing against Brighton today, and we'll be waiting to see how things pan out. And remember, when that game of football is done and dusted, the match reaction will come up onto your side. So this is the Rokani Media Football, and let's get into this. Now, the head-to-head stats are already out, and Arsenal is first and Liverpool is fourth. Arsenal is having 48 points, and a team known as Liverpool is having 34. Arsenal has scored 40 goals. Liverpool have scored 32, 8 less than those of Arsenal. Arsenal have conceded 14 goals, and Liverpool has gone ahead to concede 28, meaning that Liverpool has conceded as twice as the number of goals that Arsenal has gone ahead to concede. 221 shots for Arsenal, 102 have been on target, 119 have been off target. Then, for the side of Liverpool, 203 shots, 84 on target, 119 off target, as 98 shots have been blocked by the opponents that Liverpool have gone ahead to face, and for the side of Arsenal, 83 shots have been blocked by the opponents they've gone ahead to face. Now, Arsenal come into this with a passing accuracy per game, all averaging an 85.23 passing accuracy per game. Liverpool is averaging a passing accuracy of 86.15%. 9 points gained from losing position by the side of Arsenal, and then Liverpool has gained 2. Then 2 points dropped from a winning position in there. And obviously the side of Liverpool has gone ahead to drop 4 points from winning positions in there for you. So Arsenal's last fixture, they beat Bournemouth by 2-3 in there, and Fulham made Liverpool. All the game ended in a stalemate of a 2-2 draw when they obviously faced off. So that's how things really pan out for the side of Liverpool, and they're not really doing great in there for you as far as the recent games are really concerned. If you are to obviously compare their form onto the previous games they've gone ahead to play, I think you won't really get out the bigger picture of what they are all about in here onto our beautiful channel known as the Rokani Media Football. Now, let's obviously get to what is it called? Let's obviously get to the previous meetings. Arsenal and Liverpool have played each other 215 times. Arsenal has gone ahead to win 73. Liverpool has won 81, meaning that Liverpool has more wins than Arsenal. So, the draws are 61. And let's head to the previous games. This season, Arsenal went ahead to obviously lose at Anfield 1-0, but Arsenal were the dominance of the game. But Liverpool went ahead to get a good beautiful free kick, and it was executed into the back of the net by Szoboszlai, and it was in the dying minutes. Then Liverpool drew 2-2 last season at Anfield, and when they came at Emirates, they drew 2-2 again. And this takes us back to what I've always gone ahead to let you know, that the fixtures of Arsenal, the 6 fixtures of Arsenal that I've gone ahead to discuss, that never gave Arsenal any positivity last season, and they're the fixtures that gave Man City the trophy. I told you it started with Everton 1-0. this season. The last season it was 1-1. Then it was followed up with Brighton. Last season it was 1-1. This season Arsenal won it by 2-1. Then Aston Villa came into the mix, and they went ahead to obviously Arsenal beat them for 1. Last season it was 2-2. Then it was followed up by Bournemouth. Last season when Arsenal went to Bournemouth, they are beaten by 2-1. And now they come to put up a very good shift, and they beat them by 3-2. And no hard-fought win in there for you. Very, very emphatic in there. And Navi in the ending. Then they bring on Liverpool. And after Liverpool, that will be Nottingham next, marking those 6 fixtures. And tomorrow, that's when we'll see whether Arsenal will extend its winning run into these fixtures that they've gone ahead or they found really very hard last season. So that is it all for the club of Liverpool and Arsenal head to head. Then I'll get back to the match facts when everything is done and dusted. Today, Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to do what we call the match presser, and he has confirmed to us that Mosquera and Ricardo Carafiori are out of this encounter, plus Max Duman, but the rest of the players are viable. Even Kai Havertz is on, and he has told us, he has given us the reason as to why he's not really hurrying him, that he's managing his workload as he has been out for long. For the side of Liverpool, Mohamed Salah at AFCON, totally out. Then Hugek needs to undergo what we call a late fitness test because he really had a hamstring injury. Alexandra Isak is having a leg injury and definitely out in there for you. And Liverpool are nowhere near fortunate when it comes to the attacking line, because if you don't have Isak, Ekitike, and Mohamed Salah, then a lot of things are really not going your way. Even Florian Wirtz is also not operating at full fitness as he manages a hamstring problem in there. So it shows you that it's not really going on well for the side of Liverpool in there. Then the notable absentees that you guys have always not gonna hate to see is Leon, Giovanni, ACL injury, and Wataru Endo with an ankle injury. Apart from those, all those players are really available. And we wait and see how things really happen in there for the side of Liverpool as they pay visit to the side of Arsenal. On who starts and who really doesn't start, it depends on to the manager, but that doesn't stop us, we the people at the Rokani Media Football, to come up with what we call a probable starting 11. System of Arsenal, 4-3-3. It's notable, and you guys know it, that Mikel Arteta is really good at that system. Then we head to what we call the pitch, and obviously we are having the following, and to me it's obviously David Raya in between the stitches, no doubts about it. David Raya is gonna be in between the stitches for the side of Arsenal, and from him, obviously the right back position, we know who will be there. It's gonna be Julian Timber doing the needful in that position. Left back, obviously it's gonna be Pierre Hincapi, right? Because he has gone ahead to showcase exactly what he's really good at. And then we also have a player known as Gabriel Magalhaes, left-sided centre-back. You know, in the 2 games, he has gone ahead to start. The lad has come in with power, and he has gone ahead to score. Against Aston Villa, he made his first start after a long while, and he scored in a set piece. And then, against a side known as Bournemouth, he leveled up to cover up for the mistake that he had made in the 10th minute that made Arsenal really concede. And he did it in record time of 5 to 6 minutes. Saliba, right-sided centre-back. I've always told you, they really form what we call one of the best and deadliest centre-back pairings in the world. And who are we talking about? We are talking about we're talking about Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. So that is my back 5, and that's how I think Arsenal will obviously come and line up as they take on a side known as Liverpool at the Emirates. That is tomorrow night in there for you. So from there, we obviously bring you we go to the midfield. We go to the midfield of Arsenal in there for you, and we will see who will obviously come in through to put in a well-desired shift in there. Now, the midfield, Martin Zubimendi, obviously, Mr. Safety, Mr. Composure, Mr. Game Awareness. That is Zubimendi, You look at his size and you're like, I'm going to bully him, but the lad has what we call game awareness, navigates in spaces very well, and he acts as a shielder for the back four, and then he acts as a connector of the defense to the midfield and the attack. He is really very good. Alongside him is Declan Rice, man who scored a brace against Bournemouth in epic form. That means that Arsenal midfield is really one of the best midfields in the world, alongside Martin Odegaard. Previous 3 games, 3 goal involvements, 1 goal against Brighton, an assist against Villa, and another assist against a team known as Bournemouth. And I tell you, he's really going to be deadly in that midfield when he's taking on the side of Liverpool. Right forward, we all know to it that the manager went ahead to start a player known as Manoni Madueke against a team called Bournemouth, put out a very huge shift. But the reason as to why Bukayo Saka was benched was to prepare or charge him for this game, and I know he'll start as a right forward in there. Martinelli came in and started, had a very bad game, and they did it to rest a player known as Leandro Trossard, and here we come with the Trossard guy to start against Liverpool. Leading the line, obviously, Gyökeres started and Jesus came off the bench. Kai Havertz is training well with the club of Arsenal, and I don't think he can start. I think it's going to be Victor Gyökeres in there for you. For that run he made, that gave Declan Rice space to obviously score the second goal of the game. I think it really meant a lot and it spoke volumes. So maybe he's trying to really run and really create spaces for these other players, and these players will obviously come up and really understand exactly what he needs. So that is exactly what the side of Arsenal is going to be looking like, according to me. And let's see how Arsenal will obviously go ahead and obviously look like into this particular fixture. Not Arsenal, we are talking Liverpool, right? For Liverpool, Alisson Becker in goal. Bradley, Konate, Virgil van Dijk, and Kerkez will play as the back four. Then Gravenberch, McAllister in the double pivot. Soboslai, central attacking midfielder. Vats, Jones, and Gakpo will be the front three. And you feel for Liverpool because when you look at these players they've gone ahead to front, their bench will be having only kids. When you look at their previous game, when you look at the previous game of Liverpool that they played, it really speaks volumes of danger, and they are nowhere near fortunate, as I told you, because they really looked bad. Their bench couldn't obviously come to saving them, to obviously hitting to what we call maybe a chance, because their lineup had Alisson, Bradley, Konate, Virgil van Dijk, Kerkez, Jones, Gravenberch. Soboslai played as a right attacking midfielder. McAllister played as a 10. Florian Wirtz left attack midfield, and Cody Gakpo led the line. Cody Gakpo can lead the line, good of him. But here their bench: Joe Gomez, Federico Chiesa, Jeremy Frimpong, Andrew Robertson, Fred Woodman, Trey Ndioni, Calvin Ramsey, Riyongo Uma. Now, if Arsenal don't beat Liverpool tomorrow and beating them to the pulps, I don't see any other chance that they will get to obviously give Liverpool a beating that they really deserve, because the team is really having huge problems. I tell you, the team is really having huge problems, and this is where you come in through and you give it a beating that it really deserves. You get? So, we have battles you're obviously going to enjoy, right? Florian Wirtz versus Julian Timber. It's a battle that many are really waiting for. And there is the midfield battle, because the midfield of Liverpool is really strong. Gravenberch, McAllister, and Soboslai, all Jones, any of those, will obviously have to face one of the best midfielders in the world, of Zubimendi, Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard. Obviously, Arsenal will edge them because when you look at the personalities, like, I have to do a combined 11. I think I'll discuss that later because I'll steal for you exams of who is expected to be in my combined 11, But I think Arsenal is really superior, and that combined 11 is really gonna be really speaking volumes on who gets into this team and who doesn't get into the team. It's really gonna be hard, for Liverpool to even get in a player into this team. As I tell you, the players there at Arsenal are really doing great, and those at Liverpool, one who would have gone ahead, obviously coming through, I think is a doubtful. Will they get the best they can get? I think there are 2-3 players. That is it. Arsenal might take 8 out of that combined 11. But tomorrow morning, I'll be dropping the combined 11 for you, the viewers of the Rokani Media Football. But that's it. And that's how Liverpool is expected to obviously line up. But let's head to the match facts. 1. Against no side have Arsenal lost more Premier League games than they have against Liverpool. 26 level with Man United. So, Arsenal has lost very many games to Liverpool. You get? And Liverpool are looking to complete the Premier League double over Arsenal for the 8th time and first since 2021-2022. Their 7 doubles is already the most any side has against the Gunners in the competition. So Liverpool has 7 doubles over Arsenal in a Premier League season. And they last did that in 2021-2022 season. And having gone ahead to beat them away from home this season, then they need to pay a visit to Emirates. And will they obviously get a win? That's what we are hugely waiting for. Thirdly, Arsenal have conceded in each of their last 20 Premier League games against Liverpool since a draw 0 in August 2015. Only against Man United, 30 between 1953 and 1968, and Tottenham Hotspur, 24 between 1955 and 1967, have they had a longer run without a clean sheet in their league history. So, can Arsenal keep a clean sheet against Liverpool? I do think it's a high time they can because of what they really have at their exposure. This will be the first ever Premier League game against Arsenal and Liverpool on Thursday, with their last Thursday league meeting coming at Anfield in December 1947. 3-1 win for Arsenal. The Reds will be just the second team Arsenal have faced on all 7 days of the week in the Premier League after Southampton, meaning that they've played them on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the only day that they hadn't always going to hate to play one another was a Thursday. The last time they played on a Thursday, it was in 1947. And guess who came up to win? It was a club known as Arsenal. 3-1 win in there for you. Arsenal have won their last 7 home Premier League matches. Only once under Mikel Arteta have they had a longer home league winning run, winning 10 consecutively between April and December. So it said Arsenal have won their last 7 home Premier League matches. You get? And they want to take this to 10. And when did this last happen? It last happened in December. You understand? So we wait and see how that will obviously happen in there for you. Only Burnley's Premier League matches this season have seen more goals in the 90th minute or later, 10, than Liverpool's 9-5, 4 against only in 2023-2024, 13, 2008-2009, 12, and 2010-2011 season, 10. Have the Reds seen more 90th minute goals for against in the Premier League? Meaning that Liverpool are really good at scoring those last minute goals. You understand? So Arsenal has to really kill off this game early enough. It's like a message that kill off this game early enough. Even if they go out and really get in a goal in the dying minutes, they won't obviously come out and obviously affect you. But they are deadly when it comes to that. The other match fact is that Arsenal have won their last 2 home Premier League matches against the reigning champions, beating Man City in both 2023-2024 and 2024-2025. Remember, Arsenal beat Man City 2022-2023, it was 1-0. 2024-2025, it was 5-1. They last did so in 3 consecutive league seasons between 1961-1962 season and 1963-1964 season, when they beat Spurs, Ipswich and Everton. You understand? So Arsenal have gone ahead to beat, in the previous 2 seasons, they've gone ahead to beat the reigning champions, who are Man City. Now, the reigning champion Liverpool is coming at the Emirates, and Arsenal have gone ahead, obviously, beat them bad. So we wait and see how that pans out. Bukayo Saka has scored in each of his last 3 Premier League home games against Liverpool. In their league history, no Arsenal player has ever scored in 4 consecutive home games against the Red Devils. So, Saka will be looking out for something different in there for you. Now, the last 2 match facts are: only Bruno Fernandes has been involved in more open play sequences, ending in a shot in a Premier League game this season, 116, than Liverpool's Dominic Szoboszlai, 103, while per 90 of players to play 1,000 minutes plus, only Jeremy Doku 7.2 and Bruno Fernandes 7.1 have been involved in more than Arsenal's Bukayo Saka 6.4 in the competition. So, the lad, Bukayo Saka, has a high chance of obviously putting it on target in there for you. And it's up to goalkeeper to come in through to either save it or not. Cody Gakpo has scored 3 away goals this season, all of which have come in the last 4 league appearances in London. Goals against Chelsea, West Ham and Fulham. He had only scored 4 in his first Premier League games in the capital before this. Gakpo could become the second different Liverpool player to score in 4 different away matches in London in a Premier League season, after Mo Salah twice, 2017 to 2018 season and 2020 to 2021 season. So, you've had all those stats, and after reading you all those stats, you know what goes next. It's Rokani David telling you exactly what he thinks of his prediction. I think Arsenal will sink Liverpool 3-1. That's my prediction. Arsenal will beat Liverpool 3-1 into that particular fixture that is going to be played tomorrow. So I call upon for your reactions in the comment section below, and continue to subscribe because we want to hit the magic number of 28,000 subscribers. That's my match preview. Tomorrow morning, the combined 11 will drop, and hope you guys will enjoy it. 22-minute video it has been. I'm out. Bye-bye.